Hello everyone! Welcome to Little History! Today we are playing Kingdom Newlands. Let's see if it loads up. Please work. There we go. As always, I am Adam, and today, we're going to play this lovely little pixel game where we are trying to last as long as we can. While swarms of mostly demons try and steal our money. Before we get going, I just want to thank everyone who has followed since the last stream. I've been pretty bad about doing that the last few days, which I am sorry. I do appreciate every single one of you who has followed recently and has been helping support the channel. So, just to name a few, Sogbolt, Bananas, Christopher Mudd, Linked Sue, Leda Pro, Phoenix Up Zero, A2 Tub, Nerd Squirrel, and Water95. Thank you guys for the follows. And as always, if you enjoy this stream and what I have to say, do consider supporting the channel both by subscriptions here on Twitch and on YouTube, where the VOD will be. So anyway, as we're playing this, I want to kind of talk about our obsession with the crown as an entity, but we are currently being led by the ghost of the previous queen, I think, as our lone king self attempts to do stuff and found a kingdom from literally nothing, because we are in a brand new place, and yeah, we kind of need them. Need that, need that, need that. And are we out of money? I think we're out of money. Hopefully our archer, does a murder, does an environmental destruction, and makes us rich. Oh look, and we have the suspicious trader from a far off land. Who is very helpful for our cause. Oh dear, you are not very good at this, are you? Oh no. Anyway, so this, if you remember Niflheim from a few weeks ago, or a couple weeks ago, you probably recognize this kind of style of game, wherein we've got two different, kind of the central base with then enemies spawning from both directions. This is, I think Kingdom Classic is probably like the beginning of that whole genre. It's certainly the first one I'm aware of. And our goal is ultimately to just survive as long as we can, by whatever means necessary. We'll see how long we last, cause each night, horrible demons spawn. That is our only enemy. There is no politics, there are no anything, there is just horrible demons. And we appreciate them for everything they do. Hello, how much money do you have? You have no money. You are not even shooting the bunnies inside of our walls. Oh dear. Anyway, luckily our guys are happily stationing inside of the walls to kind of protect them, even though our walls are very crappy right now. But yeah, super pretty game. Even though it's incredibly simple pixel art, still ends up being super pretty. There seems to currently not be too many horrible demons. I'm grateful for that. It would be bad if on the first night they gave us all of the horrible demons. Yup, by the way, that is a rule, yes, no lurking. Anyway, the trader here just offloaded all of his goods. He was able to sell them to our 4 people and give us a bunch of money to kind of begin. So let's spend some of that money to actually, like, make stuff happen. Ooh, we get to be a gecko. Huzzah. And as we progress, Our top priorities are environmental destruction, and our second priority is environmental destruction. This is actually something I really like about how this game portrays kind of medieval, I guess, rulership, is that it is very, very much environmentally devastating. And that is intentionally so. That is actually the system working as intended to make it that bad. Because medieval building projects were incredibly wood intensive and also really were bad for the environment. Let's just kind of oh, hello. It's a horse. Can we make cavalry? This sounds suspicious. Oh, and somebody did. Interesting. A lot of things spawning in at this time. But what I'm trying to find is, if I go out here, there's a chest, which is very helpful for our early game. But anyway, yeah, environmental destruction. So, like, let's just use the roof of Notre Dame since it's been destroyed at this point, thanks to that fire last year. The oaks that went into making that were extremely old when they were felled in the 13th century. And so it is extremely, kind of an issue that you're deforesting the land that completely, because that environmental destruction doesn't heal rapidly. And yet, in the Middle Ages, woodlands wound up having to be, across Europe, incredibly protected resources because they would be felled all the time. Absolutely all the time. So, in Iceland was actually covered in forests very early on, but it was completely demolished. I'm skeptical that was a good idea. I may have actually just killed that guy, depending on where the people spawned from. Thank you, archers. You're useful. Come on, guy. Get back into cover. I want to see where the horrifying demons are, because I think on the first island they actually only spawn from one side. But I don't know what side that is, so we'll need to see. What is going on here? All they really want is money. They'll go away if you give them money, and it's only if you're out of money will they try and steal your crown. It kinda does, Stashman. I wouldn't say this game has a lot of consequences for environmental destruction. In fact, it overall says environmental destruction is probably a good thing, which is not the best look it could have ever gone for. But it does at least have a few things that resemble consequences. Let's try and get all of those knocked down. And then we should recruit more people. Where do we have more people? There's more people off this way, I think. Yeah, Reed, actually, this is, or sorry, Rat, this is a game that actually doesn't have the trope of forests contain scary things and scary people. Oh, well, the camp is just gone. Oops. So much for recruiting more people. Because there are actually no daytime monsters in the forests. It's all perfectly safe all the way across. Which means that there are no wolves. There are just the horrifying dew monsters that show up. Huh. Why can't I not build the wall or build the thing there? There we go. I just need to wait for it to despawn. No? Still no? Nothing. Interesting. I don't know why I can't... There we go. There's the wall. That was weird. got all that. And let's actually get you again, because you're just free money. And cool, you're already setting up there pretty good. 2, 3, let's upgrade that. We'll set up a couple of these since we've got the coin for it. Because farmers are our thing. Okay, Dragon Wolf. That shipwreck is our main goal of the game, because what we do in Kingdom New Lands is we actually go island to island. We're not staying put in any kingdom. We're actually trying to have build a place, repair the ship, and then get the hell out of town before things get bad. Because the longer we stay in one place, the worse the monsters that show up are. And so we're trying to get out of here before things get too rough. And so the ship is actually our way out onto the next island. So we want to definitely get that up and running as soon as we can. But we also kind of want to expand far enough that we can safely do that. Because, yeah, it'd be really bad if we couldn't. Anyway, we've currently actually upgraded this as far as we can on this island. On our first island, we kind of hard lock right here into our longhouse. And so there was a question, Reed, asking how well these line up to actual medieval fortifications. Hey, there they are. There are horrifying monsters. Could they just kill it, please? Thanks. And you can build that out, right? You can finish that? Oh yeah, I'm gonna need to buy a new thing, because one of the 2 guys that spawned knocked out my guy's thingamajig, and having lost his hammer, he has forgotten how to build anything. Which means that, yeah, we aren't able... We would need to replace that before anything can happen. Anyway, let's build that up. And then let's go recruit more people, because more people equals more money equals more good. We're not going to touch the ship yet, though we will repair it soon. But it's going to take a lot to get that ship repaired, because it requires 10 gold to pull it out of the water. And then 2 gold per plank, and there's 20, I think there's 20 planks to it. And then another 2 gold, and then you have to populate it. So there's a whole lot of stuff that we've got to deal with that boat. That's okay. We have now recruited people. We have gotten past the money. Let's see where else we can go. I want to see what's over here. Oh, our map. Please give map. I don't have the money for map. Also, the Doom portal. Bye. And you appear to not actually give me the map. Okay. So that's good to know that the Doom portal is on this side. Again, I'm not 100% confident, but I believe right now enemies are only spawning from one side at a time. No, I cannot take money, or I cannot enter the Doom portal. The Doom portal is where those little tiny money-grubbing monsters came from, and we don't like it. It's a bad time. I do, however, want to get to this stable, kind of as soon as possible, because I wonder if that's just, like, I trade out my horse for a different horse. For one that can run for longer before I get into trouble, because that would be really useful. Because ultimately, the goal of the game is entirely tied into the existence, or lack thereof, of the crown. If you don't have the crown, you're gonna be in trouble, because you lose. You cannot be a kingdom with no crown. And, you know, no one likes that. So, we'll be a patron of that guy, even though he's kinda drunk. And out here, crap. If this is wrong, we might be in a lot of trouble. If I am wrong about where monsters are coming from, we could be in a whole lot of trouble. So let's see if they come from here, and then if they are, we can just run the heck away. Because what monsters do is they will steal a gold or an item from a villager. If they can't steal an item, they will steal the villager's membership in your kingdom. And if there is nothing they can steal, they will try and knock the crown off your head, and you have to catch it before they do. They run faster than your horse's walk speed, but slower than your horse's run speed. So... there's definitely a kind of limitation. Oh, look at that. Ugh, again. I'm gonna need to move this guy. I'm gonna need to upgrade this and then move the other guy out. Cause, yeah. Otherwise, I'm just gonna keep losing builders. Still, now this seems like a really good time to go explore to the other side, because, you know, I don't want to leave this whole place unexplored, and there is a chest over there, and I do kind of need cash. I was doing pretty good for a while, but I need more. I need more cash. Anyway, one thing that kind of, hey, look at that, interests me in this game, and kind of worries me, is the extent to which, wow, 2 chests. My cash problems have been solved for the time being. We'll see what I can blow it on. Oh, perfect. And there is just the dock there, so that is the end. So this side is totally perfectly safe. We have to fortify it literally none. And then we'll be okay. So we'll recruit this guy, and then we'll get a bunch more archers, because we like archers in this. So there is no Doom Portal, there is no mini Doom Portal, and off we go. But yeah, the crown is our win condition, or more accurately our lose condition, in that if we have no crown, we have no kingdom, and we lose the game. We don't die, we just lose our crown, and that's it. So... let's make sure we upgrade that. Then we'll buy one of these, and then we'll buy one of these. And how much money do you give us? You give us a lot of money. Holy cow. And then let's also build this and try and upgrade it before nightfall. I don't know if we'll actually manage to upgrade that before nightfall. This could be really bad. Yeah, I don't know if there's actually a win condition on the end of this, but there is a lose, it is endless survival, per island. Or, rather, endless survival until you get off of the island. Come on, move faster, move faster, move faster. The spooky music, indicates that spooky things are about to happen, as does the red moon. Those tell us that we are about to have, a wave that will not run away with the daylight. And so we need to actually be a little bit careful here. I want to upgrade this one, specifically to get the guy out of it. And to get the builders to come back inside. Because the archers will stand outside, and 2 of them out here will be kinda useful, I hope. Wow. Or this one guy can just... Really? This archer just shot the wall that I just built and damaged it. Rude. Exactly, Rat. No one will be able to ever recognize us without our shiny hat. But it is the confusing thing about this game, is that truly the shiny hat is the symbol of kingship. There is no other. And that interests me and confuses me at the same time. Cause, yeah. It is kind of... Yeah, that's what I thought. I can just upgrade my horse. I don't know what thing this upgrades. Let's put money into it. Oh, it's more. It's just improving archer skills. Okay. Exactly. We have none of the other symbols of kingship. It is just the crown. And this is a thing that is, I guess, particularly what I will say, like the modern Middle Ages. And it's part of that idea. Much more than it is any sort of, for lack of a better term, historical reality about the Middle Ages. Which is not to say that symbols of kingship were not important, just that the focus on the crown in particular is a bit odd. Because in the Middle Ages, the most important one was actually the were actually the orb or the cross and the scepter as our two main symbols. The crown is kind of a bonus, where obviously coronations matter. They're important. It's just I would not say it is the most important thing in this kind of programming of imagery of the Middle Ages. Coins and seals of kings always made sure to show the scepter and the orb of the world as being significantly more important. Oh, huh. My audio's low? That's interesting. Let's see what we can do about that. Audio, can't do anything there. Well, the options for that is to turn that down slightly. Okay, so that's upgraded. These are slowly fading, which means we can actually soon mark that, and then build a wall on the other side of the bridge. But that's it for tonight. We have made progress. We're going to grow out as quick as we can. Though actually, we're done with what we need to grow for. So it's mostly just kind of build more, and get more farmers, because farmers give us money, are actually the best at giving us money. And so we'll be able to use them. You have no money to give me, truly? Okay. Be that way. Because we just need to convert money, convert everything we can into money. And then, with that money, pour it all right into the boat. And then as soon as we fill up the boat, fill up our purse, and then get the heck out of town. Yeah, and that's... Dragon Wolf, that's kind of exactly, nice. Well done, Viking. That's kind of exactly what I mean, though, with the modern Middle Ages, is that thanks in part to kind of modern writings, and by modern I mean 18th century and later, writings and imaginings about kingship. I guess a little bit of the 17th century, but mostly right in that the beginnings of the modern period. There's this really big development of the idea of absolute kingship, where the king is able to unilaterally make all of the decisions, and that is somehow a good intentional thing. I don't actually want to do that because I don't have the cash for it yet. Unless if this guy happens to be a bro and give me money. He has not decided to give me money yet. Oh, rude. In the meantime, I guess what shall we do? You are continuing to hunt small animals for my profit. Luckily, the small animals will spawn forever, and so we can keep kind of hunting them. Quote unquote, luckily. Strange definition of luck. But anyway, with the idea of the absolute kingship, autonomy forms between specifically the crown, and you still kind of see that with ideas like the crown jewels and the English crown being incredibly important, and the idea of an absolute ruler who can unilaterally kind of make decisions and single-handedly manage all of the finances, do all of the stuff. And we see echoes of that in this game, because the crown is the kingdom, and the king is the only person who matters. To the point where kind of one of the things you do in this game is, as you kind of finish each cycle, you actually kind of do a murder and abandon all of your people to die while you go off somewhere new and make a new kingdom, and that is totally fine and fair and good. So yeah, our actions, as it turns out, have consequences, and they are not necessarily good consequences. Good, you guys finally made it back. But a lot of what's we see here is a lot of our kind of stereotypes of the Middle Ages. Firstly, one of technological progression, which in this case is not totally unfounded, but is meh. Where we started with just some tents, upgraded to wooden walls using a palisade, and then upgraded to this thatch roof longhouse, and then we'd upgrade from there into a stone castle with a central keep and stone walls. It definitely presents a kind of development over time as being synonymous with actual technological development, and kind of doing better at being a king means getting more of these things, which is somewhat peculiar sometimes. Actually, I want to bust this one down, even though it's expensive, because I need that person to be out on the side. There we go. Now we've got 4 farmers doing farming work. Anyway, here's our problem. Huh. This is actually really not good. Cause, oh good, we got to daybreak. So that's what happens when you kind of screw up, and, don't plan your days out quite right. Cause, yeah, I just lost both of my archers. Or 2 of my archers because they ran out there and died. And this guy totally lost access to being in the kingdom, which is very weird. But anyway, one thing I do like about this game, as we're kind of progressing, well, I kind of riffed on this technological development a little bit, is the idea that ultimately, in order to do anything, including have people participate in your society, you're gonna need to spend money. And this very much fits with early medieval kind of rulership, where in Scandinavia most visibly, but truly it applies everywhere. Thank you. Need all that. Okay, thanks. Anyway, where these gonna do that. Yeah. Words. Sorry, I completely derailed. Oh, you're right. The economy. The... There's this display economy where something that's really, really important is that you need to, well, be spending money on people and on things in order to kind of retain that authority. And if you don't retain that authority, then you just kind of, well, will lose it and you will die. Because all of your followers abandon you. And that is something that is represented fairly well in this game, I think, where, you know, if you don't protect your followers, they will leave you, and you will be in some trouble because you have no followers. And without followers, you can't earn money to get more followers in order to get more money and do the thing. And that's really a nice bit of kind of the economic nuances of a display economy and this gift economy that exists in the early Middle Ages. And it's cool. It's kind of cool. Problem. The catapult is actually going to not make it before the monsters do. So, unfortunately, I also can't tell them to stop. So they're just going to kind of roll out to their deaths, I think. Unless if it happens to break before they get here. But it's not going to. Alternatively, I get lucky and it's an empty night. Nope, it's not an empty night. Dang. But luckily an archer is here. Maybe he'll be good? Nope. God, the archers are so bad. Yeah, that's unlucky. That's extremely unlucky, because the catapult's not going to turn around. So there just went all of that money that I just spent. That 6 gold on that catapult, gone. Instantly gone. Just absolutely trashed. Luckily the builders didn't die, which is really all that matters. Rude. So we'll get that archer back, the builders will come back, and then they'll roll out. But no, I don't have the cash to roll out another. I can't just roll another catapult because I don't have the cash for it. And just think, these are all the lame demons that die in one hit. We will rapidly get to the demons that do not die in one hit. And then it gets scary fast. So hopefully, hopefully we can get the ball rolling and getting out of town before things truly matter. Oh yeah, sorry. The display economy I mentioned is this idea that wealth kind of only matters in its showing. And it's something we still kind of have in the US today. So, in the throwing of feasts, in the owning of riches like swords or other very visible displays of wealth. And that is kind of the only statement of particular value. Just silver on its own, hack silver, isn't truly a meaningful entity, or an entity that we should kind of really worry about. It is very much conspicuous consumption, yeah. That's a good kind of comparison point. Notre Dame is uneasily part of this display economy, in that the commissioning of churches and the establishment of public works is part of the display economy, but it also serves other functions rather than just purely being a way to kind of exchange material riches for social riches. the commissioning of a big cathedral ends up instead converting that into partially spiritual riches as a way to kind of guarantee good favor within the religious community, and then obviously a reward after death with going to heaven and being rewarded for good deeds like the building of churches. And so the bigger and richer the church, the better off the commissioner is. Actually, I want to build the catapult now, because that'll force the builders to get over here instead of standing over where they're going to get killed. Smart. Because, yeah, the other guys are gonna get killed. Right, have you been killed yet? You have not been killed yet. Oh look, there's one wearing a spooky mask. I'm just gonna take that quick. Bye. Have fun. I'll just rebuy his bow. We'll just do that now, because it's not going to last long. Come on, please get to daylight, please get to daylight. Yeah, there we go. Run away like the cowards you are. As you can see, guys with masks actually take 2 hits unless you hit them with a catapult. If you hit them with a catapult, they just die, because if you hit anything with a catapult, it just dies. Really? You're not going to give me any money. What is the point of having a rich drunk guy that wanders around outside of your hall if he doesn't actually give you money once in a while? And if you guys don't harvest this turn, or today, I will be very unhappy. I do kind of sort of need more people. I can also easily recruit more people. I also kind of currently don't have money to get more people, so I also need to put money into boat very soon, so that being said, we just got the resources so we can get more people, and they'll be here tomorrow. You can see, our game kind of forces us to be constantly expansionistic. Just always be looking out for more people, recruiting more people, doing more stuff. Holding on to money does us no good until the very end of each island. Which, again, kind of captures something of the mentality of the power struggles of the early Middle Ages, where, like Charlemagne, and late antiquity actually, because, you know, the Roman army is founded on expansionism, and ends up being really successful, mostly because it can be expansionistic. The moment it stops constantly expanding, the moment we kind of get into some trouble, and some of the underlying mechanisms of the empire stop working quite so well. Are you guys actually going to build the thing, or are you going to... Hello? They make very strange choices sometimes. But now that we have a catapult with the builders right there, we should be okay with some stuff. And you give us a bunch of money, right? Yeah. I like archers. I like how archers give me lots of money. Oh, you're gonna repair that. Yes. Smart. Now please get back over here. I want to watch my carnage when catapults happen. Catapults are way less good in this island than they are on the next island, where I want to get one as soon as possible, because stone walls are really, really good. And as it turns out, stone walls are a vast improvement to a palisade, as we found out in the 12th century, and earlier if you're Constantinople. Load up and smush them. Oh no. They missed the smush. They missed the smush again. One more. Come on. I believe. There we go. Got the total smush right on the last hit where it mattered. Which means all of this cash can actually go straight towards the boat. Boat, 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 boat. Navies are expensive, as it turns out. And so we are going to have to deal with boats a whole lot. Yeah, I know, Stashman. That's what I was saying. Like, they're way better on the second island than they are on the first. Because the palisades get broken down really quick by these demons. Unlike the stone walls, which are... It takes a long time for the stone walls to start kind of getting screwed over. But yeah, ooh, quality voice cracks. Indeed, are you just hanging out? You are just hanging out. How are we doing on boat? The boat is working on it. Annoying. But the 3 builders are gonna run out there, and then they're gonna get themselves into trouble. Probably. And hopefully with 2 archers and a catapult, we can actually be okay. We'll see though. So anyway, let's see, what are other things I like about this game? Thinking. The economy is kind of the big one, and the crown is the big weird part I wanted to talk about. But oh, and the environmental destruction is another thing that I just really like, even though it definitely feels bad. What was that noise? I don't know what that noise was even slightly, and it worries me. Oh, one thing this game kind of leans into, to a kind of weird extent, is the ancient ruins. And the idea that, kind of, we are one among many. Like, we are not the first kingdom, nor will we be the last kingdom here. And you can see that with the chests and with the kind of ruins that are always around that are like partially reclaimed. Oh, we're on a spooky night. Oh no. Please don't be too spooky. If I lose all of my builders, I will actually be kind of sad. I don't actually have anything to send them to do, to kind of force them to do stuff. Yes, the evil noise is equal to spooky night, as does the blood moon. What happens on those is that the monsters that come in will not despawn until they are all dead. Well, that was just a whiff. That's not good. Please don't whiff like that. These guys don't always have the greatest path or aim AI. In that I don't think they have an aim AI, they just kind of shoot at a target. And then eventually one of them gets lucky and hits something. It is truly, not the most sophisticated AI. And these kind of ancient relic we found, the ancient altar, which is over here and is completely defunct right now, helps us improve that to kind of each level. I think makes them more accurate, which effectively means they do more damage. Yeah, that's what I figured. When I experimented with that yesterday to get ready to see if this game would work for streams, I noticed that at level 3, they had way better aim, where they were like basically not missing, which is very important, as it turns out, on later islands where you're starting off with a lot more risk walking into the situation. We are almost here. We've got a few more things to do. Luckily, they just funded the rest of the boat, I think. It's pretty close. Aw. Not yet. We are extremely close. Let's do it. We're still not there. Yeah. That makes sense. On this island, it's not all that important that I do it, just because I'm almost done. And, I mean, I'm not going to stick around. Once... I'm hoping by day 20 to be out of here. So, it's not super duper important. But definitely, I have noticed that if you get lucky enough to have a wall and then a tower right in front of it, which it is purely luck, you can't design that in, then I did notice that they get a whole lot better at that job. But right now, I like having the archers able to roam around because they get me money when they're roaming around in a way that they don't the moment that they go back behind, or they end up in a fortified tower. Unless if a deer happens to wander into camp, they stop earning me money when they do that. And I'm not really in a position where I need the defense or need the extra accuracy all that much because I have catapult. And this island is just not very hard. So let's see. Let's see what they do. Cause yeah, I want that boat to be as full up as possible, with people before I start going, cause Island 2 is not gonna go well. Oh, well that was truly the most difficult of nights. We'll say difficult. I don't actually mean difficult. There we go. Now the boat is done. And I'm in okay shape on money. I'm not in great shape, but I'm in okay shape. So actually, I may give it a couple of days while they are wheeling it out to the coast. And then just to earn up some cash until I'm overflowing, and I can just kind of get out of here and move on to the second island. Yes and no, Reed. We get certainly more upgrades. Oh yeah, you're gonna hop in the... You're gonna hop on the thing. And you're also gonna hop on the thing. And I don't know who else will hop on the thing. Some number of people will hop on the thing. There is potentially some risk here in that with the catapult being totally unmanned right now, that we'll just be screwed. Oh no, you're just coming out here to get more money. Okay. How very kind of you. But we should be able to build another, or get another builder here to kind of help out, because we have a spare citizen. And that makes it all easier. But yeah, future upgrades kind of are doing more of the same. I wouldn't say there's any grand, like, drastic changes or new building types in the early to mid game. Kind of just getting people, making farms, making food, catapults, and then these guys upgrade, and eventually, like, you can recruit knights if you upgrade your castle far enough. Knights are kind of awful. I actually hate them because they steal your money, and they will constantly retreat behind walls instead of, you know, actually going out and fighting the enemy. And there's, like, nothing you can do about it. Oh good, you're gonna man the catapult. That is exactly the situation I wanted. But yeah, we can go get more people since I do want to get more people on the boat. Obviously. What do you mean, Reed? Just not have what? Oh, just not have knights? Yeah. If you don't upgrade the towers to recruit knights, you won't recruit knights. Because you can actually determine what side they'll stand on based off which thing you put money towards. But for the most part, it is pretty much just letting it be. And your knights will do the best they can. And that best is actually quite bad. Because yeah, they retreat behind each layer of walls, and it's only after all the walls are broken will they actually start fighting. If you're at the point where all of your walls get broken when you've got big stone walls, we've got bigger issues. Well, gee whiz. Look at all of that death. Well, that's not ideal. Suboptimal. Luckily we can immediately, you know, recruit these guys back. Look at that, one of them survived, one of them did not. Well, we'll recruit back our archer and our builder, and I don't think we'll worry about the catapult, or that other wall. And we've got more people coming in, so let's actually, I guess we'll put in another archer. And another archer, because we should have enough builders that they will just kind of attach themselves to the thing. The two that are currently wheeling it over, or wheeling, yes, wheeling a boat. The two that are currently pushing the boat over to the dock should be kind of off doing, should just hop on the boat when it's done, and then we can get two more archers, hopefully, to join the squad. I don't know if they actually will though. We'll find out. I may need to build, spend some effort kind of building this way. Which would be a bit sad. But if we can just kind of start clearing as quick as we can. Oh, that's too deep. Too deep into the forest, we can't build there. Or can't start clearing there yet. We need to destroy more of the environment. As you do. Casually. Oh. Knights can destroy portals. Okay. That makes sense. I did not necessarily get the sense that they were actually going to go, you know, and actually do that. So much as they were going to just kind of exist and always back out. So, but that would take a lot of pressure off if I can destroy the mini. If they can just destroy the mini Doom portals, that would be kind of huge. But yeah, I need to get these places cleared out as quick as I can. But I can also just leave at any time at this point. The boat should be pretty well over there. So it's just a matter of, you know, going and being okay. But yeah, I did not actually know that they could join us on, or join me on the boat, because, they died. They super duper, oh gosh, this is what happens if you overfill your thing. Money just falls into the sea. But, you know, that is about as full as my purse can get. So on that note, I may abandon this settlement to its fate. And I'll just work on, you know, getting out to the boat. And maybe this guy's actually also going out to the boat. I think he's not, I think he's just going out to the wall, but we can see and hope. And these are starting to vanish. Which will mean that soon, I can take out all of these. And these cost me no actually no money to destroy. Destroying trees look like it takes a 1 gold investment, and it doesn't actually. Oh good, you got on the thing. Okay, well, we shall see if they let me do anything, and then I'm just gonna watch me. Don't lose my money. Balance. Yeah. Nice. Look at that purse. Look at that totally normal, well-adjusted purse that is definitely not overfull on anything. So I'm just gonna take the 3 archers this time. I'm not gonna worry about the 4th one. We're just gonna wait for it to get over to the port, and then... Okay. Good to know. Thank you for explaining mechanics to me, because, you know, this game has no tutorial. This game actually has no way to identify what the heck you do, apart from just kind of doing stuff and seeing how it works. So... that is useful to know. Especially, you know, of trying to get out the boat, trying to get the boat safely out to the harbor. Since the harbor is always where the destructible portal is, that makes perfect sense. Because otherwise, you know, they'll just get into trouble, because, yeah. So yeah, I have completely abandoned that settlement to its fate. There is nothing we need in that settlement anymore, because our kingdom is in no way our land or our titles of being kings of people. You know, we are not Rex something. We simply are Rex or Regina, and literally the only person that matters is us, and everyone's job is to pay taxes to us. Like, everything that they accomplish gets paid into taxes to us. And in return, we will give them little bits of cash and assign them jobs to do and form a socialist utopia in which we are at the top. So, it's a benevolent autocracy. And that is overall very good news for us, because benevolent autocracies make us comically wealthy. I wanted to get that as full as we could, purely for the sake of having as much money as we can going into the next island, because second island can get rough. I got into about a month of second island. They are taking an absolute eternity to push the boat. I got more money in there. Guys, could you be any slower? It actually takes a week for them to move the boat. That's not very far. I am proud of my money, Jenga. But, you know, those extra coins go a long way towards the initial upgrades. So just getting the palisade up, getting up to a longhouse quickly. Generally just starting the process and getting myself onto the best foot possible. I doubt we're going to get onto a third island. I expect we'll kind of just die. But yeah. I know, this game definitely weirds me out as far as the crown being the only thing that matters, and the crown being kind of the source of all of our oomph. Because, you know, that's just not how it works. Legitimacy, we look at it. Oh, we need to pay a lot of money here to actually set sail. That's kind of important. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, let us go. With a still very full purse, just a slightly less full purse. And you see, the crown is safe. With a very Roman laurel leaf design, like, we accomplished the thing. Look at us, we get the crown of laurel leaves to prove ourselves the victor of having done the thing. And so, the crown being safe, we can move on to the second island. Yep. Yeah, quick, knock down those trees, so we have places to go. Build up that. And they're gonna hopefully become a stash of money for me. And then I can turn that immediately back into more things. And let's build that. And let's build that. And let's... Nope, gotta clear this tree out of the way. Clear, clear, clear. Gotta spend money as quick as I can, because otherwise what's the point? What is the point of having money if you don't spend it on stuff? What is... Oh, that's the boat. Okay. I was about to be like, what is this cool thing? No, it's just boat. Okay, can I build up... I cannot build that up yet. Wonder if I just need to wait till the second day. Anyway. Please give thing. And what is over here? There is... currently nothing over here. There's currently a lot of nothing over here. Wow. But we can set up an absolute brutal gauntlet for any monsters coming in. Once these trees get themselves out of the way. Yeah, I'm definitely trying to keep his camp intact. He just did not give me the chance this time on the third day. Which, by the way, the trader is interesting because... I mean, he's... all of our traders here, as opposed to our regular kind of just dudes, all seem to be wearing some kind of turban-y hat. It's not entirely straightforwardly clear what thing that is. I want to actually save this last guy, because I want to... if that guy becomes anything other than... he needs to become my first farmer, is what I want to say. There was the words. Okay, so you guys build that up pretty quick. Yeah, you're not gonna give me cash until the money. Or until morning. Until the money, yes. Clearly the words I wanted to use. But then I can immediately kind of... I want to, this time, try and get as many people as I can, as quick as I can. And what's this? Just some sort of empty thing. Oh, cool. There's 2 people there. But I don't want to be out here at night, so I'm just gonna run. Okay, that's his camp. Sure. Let's upgrade this right away, because yeah, that is valuable stuff. Okay, as long as the tree to the right of it remains, so will it. Well, that's good, because I don't actually have a need to expand very far to that side. I can definitely just kind of put all of that oomph towards clearing things this way. 2, 3, 4. Actually, I can just kind of clear all of these trees, because I don't see a reason to keep them. I really don't see a reason to keep any of those trees. Given that it's just more open space and I can create a death gauntlet of towers extremely easily. And yeah, do that, and then you upgrade. And then we'll recruit more people. So yeah, this tree can't go down, but everyone else can be okay. Gotcha. Recruit. And recruit. And then there's a chest here. Perfect. And our archers continue to destroy the environment quite beautifully. And let's see what else we can do. Yeah, we got off to a... I think we got off to a really strong start here. Okay, I cannot upgrade this yet. Which unfortunately I think means I cannot upgrade that yet. But we have now cleared all of this space, which is actually incredibly useful. I think we will save all the building projects for tomorrow, but then I can just kind of go. This wall is going to be hugely important to make stone. I think that's probably our strongest point for our exterior wall of our kingdom for the time being. And then I can put up 2 guard towers where they can't approach without getting constantly spammed out. And I can just upgrade those really, really quickly. I suppose we should work on this because we do need our farmer to start doing farm things. It annoys me that... There we go. Now it'll let me upgrade. And with that, it should give me this, which lets me build this guy. And then, yeah, tomorrow we build up our next walls, and... Actually, I wonder if we can already kind of... We cannot already do the next thing. That makes me sad. You make me sad. Okay. So, actually, something else fun about this game. It is a purely random chance whether you spawn in as male or female. Whether you are a king or a queen. You just... Purely 50-50 chance. Wow! Good job, Sniper. Which is super cool, because it is just historical reality that female rulers did show up with some regularity, and they were universally pretty badass. One of the obviously big, famous, well-known ones is Eleanor of Aquitaine. Kind of became de facto for a while was almost de facto ruler of England, though that didn't last. But there are a ton of others, in both the Islamic world and the medieval European one. It's just a very regular thing that you will continue to see. Yeah, we can go get more stuff. Okay, there's that. And I think I can upgrade things to stone now, right? Are you the exteriorist one? Oh, I cannot upgrade you yet. Sad. Very sad day. Well, please, I want you to be rich. Be rich and happy. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All of that is good. This is our crappy one. Please upgrade again. And then please upgrade this one. And now we are basically out of money. Whoops. Come on, someone's gotta have one more coin lying around. Just one. Anyone? Please? A single solitary coin? Yeah. Look at them being so helpful and stuff. And now we do that, and we can start farming. Not that there's a lot of space here. Huh. Don't know how that works. This is gonna be interesting. I will need more archers, yeah, because unfortunately they've all decided at this point that they want to be inside of, like, boring things. So, I can pick up one more archer here for really cheap, because I got one right there, already free. But, looks like I may have to go hunting for more people tomorrow. Because, yeah, that's probably one thing I don't do nearly enough of, is just get people. Though, I've noticed my farmers don't seem to like my farm. And that's kind of annoying. I've got 2 archers here, it looks like, already, so... Don't know, I'll need to clear out more space. I'll need to clear out a lot more forest really quick in order to get into a good... Oh, they already killed the monsters. So let's get all this cleared. Cause, yeah. I can see there's a wall, or a wall able to be built here. And another thing here, and I can turn this into another mill. Uh-huh. I have no coins? I have none coins. Unlucky. There we go. I now have coins. Ta-da! Of course you can't deconstruct things. You've got to wait for them to get blown up. Which, at this point, kind of the goal is to not get it blown up. So that was 11 coins for literally no benefit. But that's okay, it happens. sadly, none of these archers are gonna do the archer thing of, you know, delete people, delete the bunny rabbits. By depopulating the bunny rabbit population, they shall, conquer the world. No such luck there. But that is okay. We just don't have enough coins to actually do anything with this yet. We're close, but we don't have enough yet. Well, one solution to that is to go in search of a chest, because there should be one not too far this way. And our horse has pretty good oh gosh. That's not good. Let's not do that, because that will spawn baddies, and... yeah, until I have a way to break that, I don't really want to get too close. Those were good coins, though. Does that give me enough? No. Actually, it's probably good that doesn't give me enough, given that I don't have a wall here yet. You know, that would have been... That would have been pretty bad. And then we will not worry about anything else with that. Because he's coming back in, he's got more cash for me. He's super reliable income, and since I know that the dock has to be off that way, and not this way, I can kind of just fortify up and keep building towards the dock, and just not worry too much about it. Because the boat's here, but the boat's gonna... Oh, crap. Is that what they're called, Sashman? I honestly didn't know that they were called greeds. Nee. Up. 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 There we go. And clear the fill. Clear out 5 trees there. That gets us... should clear far enough for us to get at least one of these walls. Hopefully both of them, but we'll find out. But yeah, I've been calling them annoying awful demons, because they are annoying and awful even though they are not... the little ones are not particularly dangerous. Hey look, there's a map. Hello map. Probably didn't really want to spend money on that, but that's... oh! Oh. Well, that's not good. So, you know what I just said about knowing the dock is that way? Scrap all of that. That has both the regular portal and the mini portal. And, yeah. Not great. But what I can do is if I can get both of these set up to be... if I can get both of these walls set up to be, what's their faces? Sorry, to be stone walls, then for most nights, they will not get through both stone walls, before they run out of time, which will help me a whole lot in keeping things running smoothly. Anyway, thank you for cash. Please do it again. Okay. So knowing that that way is not where the... That's actually kind of an issue, because that gives me a really limited space to kind of get my money machine rolling without breaking the trader, who is the most reliable source of money thus far in the game, because it just takes a long time to build up stuff. Oh cool, you guys are starting farming. Well, it's apparently a spooky night. It's apparently my first... Yeah, there could be. I guess we'll see. But kinda need to make sure this place gets fortified up right. Why did half of them just run away? Oh, don't you dare. Dang it. Fine, I'm gonna need to upgrade something in here if I don't want to lose a builder. Fine, we'll do this. This may mean I lose 2 archers though, which is not ideal. I still lose a builder. Dang nabbit. And this archer is awful at his whole job, so we are in a whole lot of trouble. 'Cause, yeah, that went poorly. Because these guys are just gonna come running in for this other farm. They aren't done yet. There's no way I beat them all. Where are you running to? Okay. Apparently my archers are just actually gods. And then we will keep going. Oh, grass actually matters, it's not just cosmetic. The more you know. Oh well. That's pretty much a so be it. Hey, you're back. Hello, please give cash. Why can't I not upgrade this yet? Oh, am I missing something? To upgrade this? I must be missing some of the requirements, like putting things on both sides. We can now explore this way though, because we figured out that there's just doom and gloom and sadness. I could recruit another person. I don't think I need to recruit another person yet. Hey, there's a church. I have no idea what the church does. And there is a clearing here, so no big deal. And another archer statue. And I should probably, Oh, is that how you get stone walls? You have to upgrade that? Okay. I'm in a little bit of a bad situation, I think, because unless I get quite lucky and don't actually have, maybe I just won't have monsters spawn today. That would be cool. I would love if monsters don't spawn today. Still, that means I know what I'm doing immediately, because my wooden walls are not going to last much longer as being a viable defensive option. So I want to upgrade them ASAP. Why can I not upgrade my center? Oh, I assume that's kind of the same thing, where I need to just wait until I can upgrade that in order to get up into the center. I suppose we will not waste time with that then, though these guys are happily running all the way back into town. Hey, and please give me money. Please. I believe in you. There we go. He gave me money. We're already, for how much money we started with, how overwhelming amounts of cash we had on hand for a moment, we have lost all of that, and we are back down to nothing. Which means we are just probably bad at financial planning. I think that's our takeaway, is that our whatever kingship we're running here is really bad at financial planning. I don't want to clear all the way out here too quickly. Or rather, I want to make sure that when I do it, I've got time for all of my builders to get over here. Because otherwise, they'll just die before I can get the wall up. Kinda sorta a little bit. Of course, we are not unique in having our king be very bad at financial planning. Whole lot of kings in the Middle Ages were truly awful at it. And it showed because they got absolutely trashed. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I only have half the cash I need. And of course, the poet guy, drunkard, doesn't actually give us anything. What are the conditions to get him to actually give you money? Because sometimes he does, and sometimes he just refuses to, no matter what you do. Awesome, that is enough cash for me. Prince John makes a pretty good case for it, Reed. He didn't kind of start the financial issues, but he sure made them worse. Hey, look at that. Suddenly we have stone walls with stone guard towers. Oh, I only had exactly enough money for that. Well, okay, that is useful to know. He definitely did not seem like he actually did anything. So it's nice to know that he actually does. And I've got a couple spare citizens that I can turn into archers to go hunting. Though I'm worried that they'll decide what I really want to do is go be a guard tower. Even though I really don't want them to be a guard tower. I don't suppose either of you have cash. No. Of course not. Gerbu hiss. Exactly. Richard the Lionheart was really bad at financial planning, but as with all things related to Richard the Lionheart, his brother made him look very good at it. Whatever it was, his brother made him look good at it. Even though he was not. It does not matter whether or not he was actually good, because his brother makes him look good. Huh. I'm surprised that they are truly that bad at getting through walls. Oh well. I think I actually need that wall to be built up. I think I need that wall built up. I don't know that I have the coins for it, but I think I need it built up. 6, yes. There we go. And hopefully now some of these archers decide that money is a worthwhile endeavor. And they won't all decide to become sentries. Because, my god, I have enough sentries. Oh crap. I need a coin from somewhere. Fast. Thank you. I'm working on it. I just hired a new guy, which means we can make more archers. Really, dude? Well, you know, Snash Man, you're correct, I need more archers if this is the standard to which our archers are being held. Anyway, we've got a last coin, so, there you go, banker. You can have our coin, and we'll get more in the morning. We should be pretty well okay on that side for a few days now. We've just got some time out here. And I want to upgrade this soon, because this is how we get knights, is by upgrading our longhouse into a castle. Because that's totally how upgrades work. We promise. Seriously? My guy. But yeah, we're just gonna have more archers run around, because I guess instead of having catapults to smush everyone, we're just gonna use like 15 archers on each side, and that'll work. But right now I don't actually have any spare citizens, since this guy just arrived. These guys are on their way in. They should finish up their harvest tomorrow. And then, yeah, we'll have an archer heading out to there, and then we'll get a bunch more. Tomorrow we will get more, and then we will upgrade and start turning those into knights with retinues. Because yeah, that is incredibly... That is potentially very helpful. It's potentially totally useless, but it's potentially very helpful. But yeah, it is day 9, and we are not 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, we've only got like 2 more cash here. But we have a castle. It is the castliest castle, and notice immediately we get a trumpet fanfare. One, two. They'll hurry up and get into town. And then I want to go as far this way as I can, because I don't think anything got broken. And I just want to kind of see what we can see. Since our horse seems to be very durable right now. Because we got as far as the, who's his face? We got as far as the stable out here. But there's a whole lot of things that we're gonna have to get past in order to really accomplish much of anything. Hey, that's what I was looking for. Look at this good fortune. And there's a Doom portal there. Okay. That's good. We can send, once we have a knight with a retinue, we'll send it this way, because we need to break that one first. And then we can kind of beef up the other side as soon as possible. But 10 extra coins right now does not go amiss, because we kind of really badly need it. Anyway, I did want to talk a bit about the music, because the music is just super chill, and I am very much a fan. For the most part, it's kind of very indie sphere pixel art music. Takes more oomph from that, something like Terraria, than it does from medievally music, which is different from a lot of things we've seen, where we've been hearing a whole lot of very medieval .tm music that isn't. Let's upgrade this. Since we've got the cash for it, we've got 2 builders there. And then we'll turn both of these guys into archers. And it's nighttime now, so tomorrow the trader will get us more oomph, and then... and then stuff will happen, I think. Actually, I think next up is to hire a knight. Which means hiring more people, which means probably going this way, because that's where people will be. Do you guys have money yet? You guys do have money yet. I'm grateful to you guys. And if we go out here, what else do we see? We see that most of the squad is real bad at the whole stuff apparatus. Cause my god, they are just shooting the wall. They're not shooting the people that are attacking the wall, they're just shooting the wall. But I don't think building this one actually accomplishes a whole lot, because yeah, that's too far back. I don't think they actually do anything. So that's kind of frustrating. But that's okay, we can always put a catapult on that side to kind of make them chill out. There we go. We are suddenly in a good spot on mine. Wait, what? Why are you leaving? I didn't give you permission to leave. Did the tree get destroyed? The tree did not get destroyed. Are you just packing up and going home now? Oh no, you just wandered over to the side instead of doing the thing I wanted you to do. Okay, so we can hire 2 knights per side. But first we need to get more people. We need to get more people. Also should probably upgrade the farm so that they're staying out here where the farm is instead of just kind of wandering. But that's not super important. People. Okay, we also don't want to wait too much longer before we start working on the ship, because, yeah, losing the ship would be, or getting to the point where we've got a whole bunch of flying annoying people, before we actually, you know, can do anything would be really bad. Raid, you seem to be implying that I'm not benevolent. Which I'm not sure I like that tone. Huzzah! Someone has money. We do have enough to where we can get the ship out right there, but for some reason we don't have a whole bunch of archers on this side like we do on the other side. I don't know why we don't have more archers on this side, but we seem to not. Oh well. Let's not upgrade that right now, actually. Because I'm hearing spooky music, and spooky music scares me. So let's not be trying to upgrade stuff before it's actually time to upgrade stuff. Except maybe I'll do this one to free you. I think I want to free you so that you go somewhere. Yeah, that worked out. I don't know that he'll stay free, but hopefully he'll... at least sometimes, for a little while, become free. And maybe these guys won't be awful at shooting? Hey, they got 2. They got... It's 2-1 right now. It's 2-2 right now, I think. It's 2 to something? He hit the one with the mask. Unlucky. Wow. They could really use some shooting assistance. There we go. At this point they should pretty well be okay because... yeah, one guy is not gonna be a threat. I know eventually an archer will occupy it, but I was hoping it would free him up for right now when I needed it. Hey, look at that. Someone just occupied it. And we have a knight. The knight currently has a perfectly black shield. For no immediately discernible reason. Hey, he decided to become part of the retinue. Oh, they both decided to become part of the retinue. Well then, let us not waste any time. Go! I believe in you. It's a really long walk. But I believe in you anyway. And you know what I need? I need more people to turn into archers. To go murder the innocent rabbit population of this town. I want to just see how these guys do. This is a really long way. This was maybe not the smartest idea. I probably should have expanded out first. But that's okay. I'd have to give up the trader in order to really expand in a sensible way and amount. We'll see how well this goes. Cause, you are correct that there is a whole lot of people, and I did not send them with a whole lot of support, and they are not, even though they are not yet even at the thing, and it's almost sunset. But have they made it? Are they here? Did they do the thing? I think they did the thing. Let's go. Are you supposed to attack the thing? I see, the archers are going to attack it while he's gonna defend. Seriously? My guy. They're working on it. I believe in them. Hey, there's the night working as intended. Well then, this is... I don't know how they're missing the stationary object, but I'm proud of my archers for managing to be really bad at it anyway. But maybe eventually they will chip it down. Oh boy. We'll be here a while, won't we? I'm just gonna let them watch. Wow, we made it through a whole day without the Doom Portal sending a whole horde of guys at us. But, I'm proud of them. I've got things to do, so, like, I'm gonna trust that you guys are gonna be okay. Okay? Can I trust that you guys are okay? You guys seem to be okay. But I really do need to, like, make sure I'm doing things instead of... I believe it. I believe it goes a lot faster with 8 than it does with 2. But, you know... They also seem to have the situation fully under control. And so I am not going to, I mean, if they die, they die. It doesn't actually set me back that much money if things go terribly wrong. Certainly not with my money machine kinda rolling at this point. And by money machine, I mean this archer right here. He is my money. See? Do I have spare people? Yes, I do. Okay, let's recruit another one of these guys. Because I need them. And now we can kind of take a look at how this guy's doing. Hey, there's more cash here. Hello, coins. Hello, other coins. See, we are fine. Oh, we got incoming. This is bad. This is one of the spooky nights, and I don't have any support for them. I really should have paid that statue while I was on the way. Hey, I've got 2 more people. You know what that means? Or 1 more person, which means 1 more archer. Ah, we should still be okay. There isn't anything too fancy. I mean, yeah, I should have enough money at for this one to truly be able to, if things get dire, just pay it off. Pay off the whole set of greeds. But the main force appears to be over here, which is probably not ideal. Huh, that wall is not doing well. Wow. Alright, fair play. So much for my night. Like, jeez. Yeesh. That went suboptimally. That makes sense. Well, we shall recover. And we should probably check on... Look at these guys. Be proud of them. They did the thing. With vigor and with grace. So now that that's destroyed, I wonder if that means that nothing will come from this side. That'd be pretty cool. Because if nothing comes from this side, then I can actually spend, you know, a whole lot of time, not worrying about this side and just totally focus on sideways expansion. Also, worthwhile. Exactly, I can absolutely put a catapult on the other side and be okay for another 10 days. I just want to make sure that there isn't something dumb like, you know, another Doom portal. What can I do here? Oh good, it's just the pier. Okay. I can turn the wreckage into a teleporter. Interesting. You know, that's probably worth. I've got enough income coming in off of stuff now, so... hopefully a builder will just come running off this way and can totally just vibe out here. But I would not even a little bit mind a teleporter to just get me all the way across to the ship at a moment's notice. So yeah, it looks like there will be no more monsters coming from this side, although I'm not 100% on that. But, come on. Please hurry. Literally anything would be nice. Yay! Yep, there are my builders as they run. Well, I'll have a knight with a full retinue. Hello? Let me pay you. Let me give you money. Also, yeah, let's put a teleporter or put a catapult out here. There we go. A little bit of cash there. Lots of archers. Lots and lots of archers, and we are in really good shape. So, if we go out here, what's our situation look like? We've got a guy with 2 archers. And we're gonna work on getting a 3rd archer. Oh. Not great. So now, at this point, we really need to start throwing all the money we've got in towards the... What's his face? What is anything? Sorry, the boat. You know, that important thing. The whole point of the game? Yeah, that one. So we'll go for a little bit long tonight just because I've got time. So, we'll see if I can make it through this island, and if not, we'll see awful, horrifying flying monsters. Really could use one more of those. Dude, do you not see that I have a thing for you? I give you a task. You proceed to sit there and do nothing. Okay. Well, this side should be pretty well and truly handled. Oh good, Reed, I'm glad you're having a good time. We are not going to go for very much longer though, because it is a weekday, and even though tomorrow is a holiday, I do not want to be out and about forever. But Saturday we'll have the longer stream. Next week we'll have our finale stream with special guest Blue from Overly Sarcastic Productions. And then after that we're going to have the start of the day you all actually have been looking forward to, of, you know, Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Oh yeah, happy early Thanksgiving to everyone. So here's another voice crack. Truly, it is remarkable. I wonder if they'll actually, you know, fight, or if they'll just run away the moment that monsters start running for the bridge. Speaking of which, I should pay my knight. There you go. You have been paid. Come on. That is one very slow greed. Wow. These guys are suddenly owning. That's not fair. When did these guys start actually, like, being awesome? Ish. Like, medium amounts of awesome. I was more impressed with the archers, who were suddenly nailing every single shot. Well, we do have a spare builder running around, so this should give us enough cash for that. Oh, almost certainly we'll doubling up on walls there help. But, I mean, that situation would have been fine if I had just gotten the wall built. Like, once the knight gets back out there, it'll be fine. If the catapult men remember to stay out here, it'll be fine. And then, with like 4 archers on his team, the knight is gonna suddenly be really, really good. And then yeah, I probably want to get the second knight on the ship side. And, you know, start building up these too. So that we can get the double knights coming in for all of those archers. I mean, it's expensive, but it's probably worth. Especially since there seems to be no portal here. I want to stick on this side just to make sure that there's actually no to make sure that there's actually no monsters coming in. But then if there are truly no monsters coming in on this side, then we'll be in really good condition to just get our second stack of our retinue. And then just send them both out to board the ship. But once we finish that second island, this second island or die, then we will call it a stream. Whichever one happens first. Let's see. I'm pretty sure no monster should come here since there is no portal. But I want to wait long enough to actually, figure that out. Yeah, the doubling up on walls is almost certainly a good idea since it truly does look like there are no monsters coming in here. So let's actually drop some cash on this. And then let's activate that teleporter. And it's only day 16. So we've got about 10 more days before things go really badly. Because, yeah, I don't want to be here when the flying monsters spawn. I just don't. I'm not about that life. I see no circumstances in which that is a good idea. Yeah, they're flying and they just eat your people. This is the reality to which we have abandoned our entire stack. How would you look at that? I pay 1 coin? And it lets me teleport to... Wow, it truly lets me just teleport to somewhere. What? What happened? What happened? Aww. I didn't realize there was a time limit. Like, what's the point of having a teleporter that you have a time limit in order to set? Oh well, so be it. We don't need it that badly because it looks like it just... That looks like it isn't a two-way. That looks like it was well and truly a one-way teleporter. And, I don't need the fancy shiny tech that bad. Oh, okay. That's how that works. Well, so be it. It's not a big deal. Nope, nope, builders, don't get too excited. Now we have 2 more civilians just kind of around. Okay. Or 3 more civilians, wow. A lot of civilians, not a lot of doing of stuff. Let's see how out here is doing. truly the most insightful of attempts. Look at these guys. Yeah, you know what I just said? Aren't they terrible? In like every conceivable way? Have a couple of coins, dude. And yeah, of course, you put anything on the boat and literally every builder will just lose their minds over the chance to get close to that boat. And so they commit literally everything towards their ability to boat. And that means none of them are actually around in the place that you need them. Yeah, they can and do. And I hate them for it. But I'm too low on money to really commit to much of anything more right now. Like, I can't actually upgrade these guys, because... Look at them just gonna run way the hell over here. Like they think they're smart or something. Getting a chance to work on the boat. Ah. Frustrating. Because that means I just need to kind of do boat work in the morning, and then do literally nothing at night. Because apparently this squad won't live long enough. Okay, I don't have enough cash for that. You're not gonna give me more cash. You're not gonna give me more cash. You guys will give me cash, though. Well, we should get a couple more archers, because I'm noticing very few hunters, and a whole lot of, people sitting around. But, I want to get a knight fairly soon, but I may do that pretty close to the end. We'll be in a spot where I can just get a knight, he'll attract his retinue, and then immediately they'll be able to just kind of go. But I think I do want to send the sortie out soon to reduce the pressure on the... In the morning I'll send out a sortie, just so that these 3 archers can kind of work and relieve some of the pressure coming out of the mini portal. Hey, look at that. Make that 4 archers. And I just need to make sure he's well funded before I go in. But I can't do anything with boats, because otherwise the builders decide that they really want to just stop doing literally anything useful. Well then, that sent a whole lot of nobody. So, I guess we go. Oh, you're full up on cash, aren't you? Okay. Have fun storming the castle. Yeah, I could. I kind of need the cash for other things, though. You know, like... I am not even close on the boat. And that's going to leave me in a really stressful situation in the last turns if I don't get quite lucky with where the boat leaves me. Nine, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 bleeding upgrades for actually no benefit. Well, that's not true. It's like a half the boat. But it's only half of the boat. See, they're still building the frame for the thing. And these builders are running all the way over from the catapult where we actually possibly slightly want them to be, to instead go work on the boat. I do need to get another builder because while only 2 builders can actually join, I do kind of need another one just around. But it is not super duper important. And how are you doing? You guys are doing really good. Well done. Let's go. We don't want to be here right now. We'll probably upgrade the wall next turn. Hey, and the builder is back. Good, that means we've got someone on the catapult. And we've got like 6 archers. So. Really what I should do is I should get more farmers. Because they are just more cash. And I've got a spare guy just wandering around. Because, well, people are valuable, people doing nothing because I don't have jobs for them is not valuable. Well, that's not great. Fair play. Fair play. That kind of sucks. I don't have a way to take this guy out easily. Like, they're doing their best, but I do not have a good way to take this guy down. Like... Got him. But, you know, we don't... Our portals are done, and it's actually only morning. So... all said and done, we're in really good position, but it did take us a lot of oomph. So we are going to need to kind of spend our cash not on the boat this time. We will need to spend our cash pretty much purely on going forth and rebuilding, because we lost a lot of people. We should still have a builder somewhere. should. Yeah, we still do. Good. And then we can replace that guy with another builder. And we'll be in bad shape for a couple of turns, but not... We shouldn't be totally devastated. Phew. Hopefully we won't get one of those anytime soon again. Because that did set me back quite a ways. But tonight should be pretty calm. Because, yeah. They didn't... the night after a blood moon seems to pretty much always be calm. To give you a chance to stabilize. Nice, and I still have 2 farmers. So, I'm proud of them. It may be worth spending back cash just to upgrade this and see how it goes. I don't know how these guys will shoot over it, but that's okay. That's okay. We are doing pretty well. But yeah, since we're just kind of hanging out, I'm seeing some people lurking. No lurking. But does anyone have questions on, or things they want to comment on the medievalism of this game? Because it is a very, roughly in the end, it's a very modern idea of rulership. Where the ruler is the most important part of the kingdom. And some medieval rulers would absolutely agree with that, other medieval rulers not so much. And certainly the language used for kingship has evolved over time, even if the claims towards, you know, sacralness ultimately haven't. Okay, they're doing their best. But this is going to be a really hard one for them to get through, because I'm seeing like there's a whole lot of people. This wall is totally unbothered by all these people. Well, maybe it's not actually, because the knight ran away, which is usually a sign that the wall's about to break. Hopefully we can rebuild that catapult and just get it over here, because that'll go a long ways towards stabilizing us. But, you know, thanks to our glorious... And we still have a bit of cash. So we are able to send this guy out again. Maybe you have something for us? You do have something for us. Huzzah. Do any of these guys have stuff for us? A little bit of pocket change between the lot of them. Not great, but acceptable. Alright, we've got someone working on that. We've got builders repairing the walls. We've got everything we need to kind of stabilize and get back on track with building stuff. But a lot of time, a lot of risk still involved. Hello, did you just get stuff? You did just get stuff. I'm proud of you. You guys have nothing. You guys all have nothing. Again, I know you say people are the most valuable resource, but like, I do need to spend the money on other stuff. There is truly a limit to how many archers I can realistically throw around. And you know, when they are taking actually the whole time to get a catapult over there, you know, we're gonna keep being in trouble. There is not a whole lot going on here. Like, at this point, I don't need to be playing optimally, though. In fact, I actually don't see a whole lot of benefit to picking up every person because I don't have jobs for them. I don't have the cash to give them jobs. I do need more farmers because farmers translate to more cash. And I think I've actually got someone coming in, so let's build a guy here. And you know, you are right, we should get another builder, so let's throw some cash in towards... Let's run across to the other spawn, since there is literally nothing scary here anymore. And we can instead head over to this camp, recruit everyone there, and turn them into builders. I've got 6 coins, so that's, you know, we can turn one of them into a builder. And then we'll just have to wait a bit for what the next guy does. Hopefully no one went catastrophically sideways over here. That went almost catastrophically sideways. Okay. But... yeah, Snashman, like, I appreciate the advice, but also Island 2. Definitely a useful tip for Islands 3, 4, 5, 6. Not so strictly needed for Island 2, where I'm finding, you know, half the problem is that we're having all of my builders go gang the same job, when I really need them to be spread out doing different things. So, like, it is not that there's a shortage of jobs for these people to be doing, or that there is a shortage of, or that they are not doing enough things, is that they have no priority system. Sorry, that there's not a shortage of jobs, and there's not a shortage of people to do the jobs. I just cannot get them to do the things that are important, like repairing the wall, because they will infinitely prioritize building the dang boat. Which is also important, and like, I do need them to do that, but I need them to also repair the wall. And then not all stand over by the catapult as soon as that is done. Like, literally the only way I can think of to help some of these guys not be incredibly dumb and constantly go looking for more boat. Go stand over by the other catapult, is to build a catapult facing this direction, even though I don't need one. And that does frustrate me. But, like, they're all just gonna stand over here. Right? You need 2 builders to operate a catapult. 1 to do it slowly. I have 4 over here. And that is something that does frustrate me, is like, they do something interesting with kingship, right? It is simultaneously something you do pretty aggressively, and you have almost absolute control of what people do, what you spend money on, all of that stuff. But also good luck persuading any of your people to do literally anything, because Yeah, they're just gonna hang out by the catapult. The builders will just decide that the catapult is truly the funnest place to be, and there's nothing you can do about it, so you're able to do anything and have absolute control, except for the places where they decide not to. And so there's a little bit of having to just kind of plead with them to do the thing you want them to. And this is the way I will get them to do what I want them to. That's the only way I have to make them do that. Also, I just missed out on a whole day of thing, because I forgot to pay the... guy on time. So I am now totally out of cash, which is unfortunate. I'm just gonna hope that the harvest comes in today. And also, yeah, the harvest just came in. Wait, what are these guys doing? Did you try and steal all of my money? Good Sir Knight. Anyway, so yeah. I guess the game kind of complicates its own vision of kingship, by making all these guys AI controlled instead of something you can truly micromanage. And that's, by and large, I think a good thing. Look at that. We keep getting enough money to actually make some serious progress. It is a very good day when the harvest comes in, and please, 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 please don't have done the thing. Hey, you guys are actually heading back over here, of your own volition, even though there still is boat to be built. I'm proud of them, almost, kind of, maybe? Solidly maybe. You know, Mr. Knight, you deserve one. Mr. Knight. Mr. Knight has all... Mr. Knight has all of them. Good. And they're here. Everyone's in position. I think we stabilized. Somehow. That took enough. That took a whole lot of doing. And hopefully, you know, we don't get everything thrashed again. Now it's starting to be about time where I want to start getting more people because I want to get my second knight up to take with me. Just to kind of be ready to do anything. No, actually, it may be worthwhile to just send him out now, because I truly don't need, like... I don't actually need the knight over there. And so his whole squad may just be able to go run and get on the boat. Really? There's no one here? No one at all. Oh. No, they were just slow. Okay. Makes sense. They did have a long way to travel. Oh, wow. Wow, look at that catapult. Catapults are pretty good, as it turns out. And it is probably the only thing that's going to keep me alive. Oh well. Guess what? These guys here? Go work on boat. That's good progress. We'll recruit one more guy to to turn into a knight. And then we are more or less ready. Okay, I mean, I guess that makes sense, that they kind of want to be the boat needs to be on its way, instead of go stand over by the port where we have literally no one right now. We're almost there, though. There's not a lot of boat left. Luckily. Cause, yeah. Turns out the boat is pricey, and continues to be really bleeding expensive. And generally, you know, a somewhat frustrating thing. But harvest should be coming in soon, and then we'll have enough cash to keep going. I don't mind the idea that you shoot the animals and it gives you gold, because ultimately what it is just a simplification of, you know, trading stuff in. The whole big complicated process of turning stuff into gold via trade. It's better to just simplify that system for the sake of having a functioning game. Because trade mechanics are hard. And unless if you're having a game where resource management is kind of the point, instead of cash generation being the point, it's not necessarily sensible. I'm kind of feeling I'll need all this cash very soon. Given that there is very spooky music. Reed. The big one is, of course, agricultural production of some variety. Whether that refers to be crops or livestock and animal byproducts. That's probably the biggest industry in the Middle Ages by a wide margin. But there's certainly plenty of other options available. Obviously, banking is kind of a big deal. Our banker is actually doing an illegal, given that that is usury, since he's collecting interest on whoever he's trading with. That is absolutely committing usury, which is not okay. No matter how much it is part of the standard image of bankers these days. You don't do that. It goes poorly. Wow, the rock. Oh crap. Who are you gonna go hunt? Ow. You just straight up killed the guy, I think. He killed both of my builders. No, he killed one of my builders. Or not? Weird, I thought he actually took out one of my guys. Apparently not. That was lucky. But yeah, it became illegal. It was decreed illegal to commit usury, i.e. collect interest on stuff, in the 14th century, I believe. And so it was not a good look. You did not do that. Generally frowned upon to be doing that. So our banker friend here is absolutely doing an illegal. Well, that's okay, because people did it anyway. And he could also, of course, just be, you know, not Christian, because the one super fun thing about this game that I kind of just noticed is that the pixel art is incredibly diverse as to who it portrays as being part of this Middle Ages. Oh jeez, there still is so many. I got them all, it's done. The boat is finished. I have the power. It only cost everything. My wallet can't sustain this. But I don't have a whole lot left I need to do, just kind of finish up out here. Which I might assist the finishing up out here. Who got the money off of that deer? That deer obviously did not survive. Okay, hopefully clearing this bit of forest will let me build up this other wall. Not today, but tomorrow. If I can get this one up to stone, that'll save me some amount of... Well, we can get a little bit of it, anyway. Oh, this is the thing I was afraid they'd do. They're gonna roll the dang thing out beyond the wall for no discernible reason. And so ultimately, I'm actually just kind of getting myself into trouble here. Huh. But that built up a lot faster. Is this still gonna be palisade? Yeah. Okay. Come on, please. Hello? No, don't do it. Don't do that to me. You've got all this time for a reason. Okay. They seem to be okay? Potentially? Definite maybe. Okay. Good enough. And the farmers have given me cash, and off we go. Yeah. I mean, at this point, I am pretty well done. I just wanna, you know, stick around for a couple more days to kind of help out the what is coming with. We'll turn one of these guys into a knight, see how many dudes he comes up with. And then some of the folks out here maybe come up with stuff. Now let's get you into the water. And recruit a bunch of people, turn them all into archers, and start going. Because the more archers I can get, the better off I am, and then it's just truly get some cash. Because it's 3 coins to turn each of those guys into archers, versus like 6 coins to upgrade one of these. And yeah, we are just gonna... We're gonna see how well this goes. Hopefully not too many people. Decide that it is a really fun, cool idea to, like, totally abandon ship and leave us out here in the lurch. Hopefully. It's not the end of the world if they do, because, again, it's like I need to last, I think, 2 more days before I'm totally set and we can wrap up this stream. Moonbeam, I'm actually not sure. They're definitely not uncommon. Well, I guess, let me revise that. Before the introduction of Arabic numerals, in the 12th century, I want to say, Roman numerals are just the way, to count. Once Arabic numerals are introduced, then go escort the boat. Once Arabic numerals are introduced, it becomes a little more complicated, where both are used kind of throughout the period. But yeah, they are reasonably widespread. I would not say that they are universal, but they are reasonably widespread throughout a large part of the Middle Ages. Oh cool, and we are now in really good shape on cash, so I want to just wait until tomorrow, recruit more people, turn them all into archers, wait for one more harvest for cash, and then call it a day. Cause, yeah. We are almost there. We made it through the second island, which means I officially made it farther than I did last time. I did not do super well last time. The moment one of those big punchy boys showed up, I just, like, totally... The boat was almost to the dock. I could have just run away in a big ol' fuss. But, yeah. Did not have that chance. Wow. That went poorly. Hurry up, 22. Please, become person. Become person. I am a wealthy god. I shall reward you handsomely. Okay, we're just not gonna worry about it at this point. Whatever cash I've got is the cash I've got. Cause we've been going for an hour longer than I meant to. So we're just gonna wrap it up here. The boat is on its way. We shall abandon the whole settlement to its fate. Recruit more archers. Huh. Weird. Send out... The knight has one guy in his retinue, so we shall wait for that. We shall wait for him, and then we shall... let it continue. Because with two knights, with all of their archers, we should be in pretty good condition to not really be in trouble. When things go south, because it will be a when, not an if. But anyway, there was a thought that I think I got, I mean, I guess he is free money, and I'm not going out today, so he is truly just free money. It's probably not great that I am not heading out today, because, well, no, they still will only just break through the wall. And everyone else is going to back up before it matters. Hopefully one of these guys goes and thinks being in the knight's retinue is the coolest thing. Hopefully. But anyway, I was in the midst of saying something about diversity, because this game actually does diversity really well. It doesn't make a big fuss about it, but this is an incredibly diverse Middle Ages. One that, to be honest, reflects modern society better than it does the Middle Ages, but still comes way closer than most media at reflecting the actual, for lack of a better term, ethnic diversity of the historical period. Because there was a lot of diversity. It wasn't just that it was a bunch of white people. Europe was not just white. There were people visiting from all over, even though they were sometimes quite rare. And so we have Arabic traders alongside potentially North African Jewish bankers. That's just a pure headcanon, that our dark-skinned banker is North African Jewish. And our guards are all sorts of people from all sorts of places, and it's pretty good. And look at that, he's got a 3 stack. We'll take a 3 stack. That's good enough. Cause we are at the end of the stream. Pretty much. And so I'm not gonna... We are not going to focus on making this 100% awesome, and just make them being awesome enough. It's gone though, we get a bunch more money. This money will basically fund us on our way out the door. And then we'll abandon this settlement to its fate. Because once again, despite our lovely diverse settlement, ultimately, the settlement does not matter. We are the king. The king is the only one that matters. Everything in this world exists to protect us. And we only do good insofar as it is convenient to us. As long as we win out on the negotiations, as long as the oaths that we swear and the gifts we give out and the protections we offer give us more benefit, that is all we need. Protecting the people is a means to an end. And that, as far as it is, really does reflect the Middle Ages quite well. Unfortunately. It is not a diverse place, or, sorry, it is not a selfless place. And far too many kings decided that it was totally fine to just, you know, let it be. Just, we are the most important thing in the universe, and being the most important thing in the universe, we can just kind of roll with it. And so there is all sorts of backstabbing, there's all sorts of petty nonsense amongst nobles and their vassals, and their vassals, and the vassals and the liege lord above them, all trying to negotiate the most self-interested thing they can. And as far as that goes, the idea of abandoning settlements, abandoning the people that make up the kingdom, as a representation of self-interest and the amount of petty nonsense that drives that self-interest, that this game manages to be a lovely reflection of some of the mental nuances of the Middle Ages. And so now we simply need to wait in these ruins of this previous castle, which fell to nonsense. In these ruins I must... So I can swap back to, you know, either the horse I already have, or not. Or I could super not do that. Hey! Someone decided to give me a whole lot of money. And so now as the builders push, and the knights stand guard, we await to sail to new lands. Moving at the absolute slowest possible pace. Could not move slower if we tried. I'm worrying that the settlement is going to be totally overrun before it actually matters. Because I have abandoned them to their fate. But there is a chance they can catch us on the next blood moon. And while I've got a lot of archers, that still could get really nasty. But that's okay. We shall ride ahead, we shall simply wait for them, and we shall just kind of chat for a bit. Because, to be honest, who needs that other settlement? Castles were only developed in the 11th century. We don't actually need them. We don't actually need castles. We have a crown, and that crown is all we need to be a king. We actually have a very basic crown. Our crown kind of sucks, I won't lie. Especially by the later Middle Ages, which this is not. This is clearly supposed to be kind of early medieval. Just based off the fact that we start with palisades and longhouses, and only just get to kind of wooden towers, or sorry, stone towers, stone castles, and our ship is still quite basic. This is very much early medieval, but by the later Middle Ages, we get some utter nonsense among crowns. I mean, the dominant style is those you still see in, like, the Crown of England today, but that kind of very weird flower shape ends up being kind of this dominant crown style in a lot of Europe. But let's be honest, the fanciest crowns, absolutely. Papal tiaras are way up there, and Suleiman the Magnificent's hat, I believe, deserves a shout out of its own. Like, it's not technically a crown, but it is the best hat, and you cannot persuade me otherwise. Because it is the world's largest onion stuck on top of a dude's head. And yeah, Europe just has no flair. Wow, you guys aren't gonna get here today even. I'm out of things to talk about. I already said my closing final thoughts on this game. Could you guys just hurry up so I can spend my money and just call it a stream? Good question, Reed. So, divine right, as opposed to merely sacral kingship, is a modern development. But the idea of the king somehow being appointed by God and it being a sacred job is extremely old. Nice. I lost one. There we go. The Jenga eventually solved itself. Anyway, sacral kingship, so the idea that the king is one of God's representatives on Earth and that God did choose him, develops in the Ottonian dynasty in the 10th century in the Holy Roman Empire. So, that is genuinely medieval and is extremely handy. Yeah, so this is a blood moon. So this is what I was exactly scared of. And so yeah, you start seeing this image cropping up a whole lot here. Hopefully the entire settlement just kind of stalls out long enough so that I can make the crown safe. But this is going to be rough. Because, yeah, in Blood Moons, remember, the enemies do not despawn. They will not run away when it becomes daylight. And they will just kind of run at Mach 7 at you until they either die or they steal your gold. So yeah, this will be fun. We'll say fun. I don't actually mean fun, but it'll be fun. Ultimately, I am actually unsure whether my forces will actually be able to handle them, or if I can outrun. It really does. This is the very cinematic image of a king going into exile. But this is not us going into exile, this is just the system working as intended. So... it's peculiar. But yes, you are right. I think you are right to be reminded of kings going into... of a king going into exile, fleeing across the ocean to... after being taken out by, I don't know, Vikings. Any such nonsense. Did that arrow just bounce off the sun? Anyway, everyone, get in the boat. Let's get out of here. So, having abandoned another ship, we now board our square-sailed, looks especially like a longship ship. And 29 days, the crown is safe, and we shall end our stream there. I hope you enjoyed this very rambly everything, and musings about kingship. Next time, we will be back with more Assassin's Creed, doing the last 3 main assassination missions. And then on Wednesday, next week, we will have a very special Assassin's Creed finale, where we'll take on Al Mualim, with the help of Overly Sarcastic Productions' Blue. And then we start AC Valhalla. So if you enjoyed this, make sure you join my Discord server, which will be in the description of this video, on Twitch and on YouTube. And make sure you follow here on Twitch to be notified when I go live. And if you want to support this more, all donations and subscriptions and everything like that go straight back into the stream to help make this all go a little bit better, a little bit smoother, and get me more things to talk about with more games and more people. So yeah, I hope you all had a lovely time hanging out here for our extra long Wednesday stream, and have a good night, everyone. Bye!